everyone, welcome back. So today I have a first impressions demo review of this new Covergirl foundation. It's called the Ultra Smooth Hair Smoothing Foundation Plus Applicator. Now I saw this at my store at H-E-B, which is a grocery store in Texas, and they typically have like new products out. I found a lot sooner than the drugstores, plus they have better pricing. Now this is around $10 and I will give you all the information in this video. I'm not quite sure of the color, how many colors come in the range. I'm going to leave that in an annotated part somewhere in this video and let you guys know because I did take a picture of the display, so I'm going to figure out how many shades come in the collection. And I will let you guys know that. Now I am in the shade 810 Classic Ivory and it seemed to be a pretty good color match for me. It comes with this silicone applicator. If you're interested in seeing my demo of this, my first impressions review, I've worn it throughout the day, so I do have a good idea of how it wears on the skin and my review of the foundation, then go ahead and keep watching. Okay, so this is the first makeup to minimize the look of flaws and fine facial hair. That is so intriguing to me. So I figured since this was so intriguing to me, I thought that doing like a demo, like first impressions, would be a good idea. So it says it comes with the applicator. And yeah, so let's give this a whirl and see how it goes. So squeeze a small drop of foundation directly to the applicator. Use applicator to blend foundation all over face, applying in the direction of fine facial hair growth. So if you're not someone who shaves your face, like I know a lot of my fellow beauty friends are all, a lot of people shave their face or shave their fine facial hair. I don't have like a ton of peach fuzz, but I do have some facial hair, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, so the applicator right here is a very thin silicone like applicator. It just says Covergirl on it, and it almost has like a little thing for your fingers to grab onto to apply the foundation. So this is what it looks like, and this is what the bottle looks like. The bottle looks like the Ready Set Gorgeous foundation, which I did just pick up to do a full review on. You get the applicator and the foundation come all in. Okay, so we are going to apply this. Hopefully I got the right color. It just comes in a little squeeze tube like this. I'm going to apply it directly to the applicator. Okay. This is so weird. So I'm applying it on my face in the direction my hair would grow. Oh, I feel like I got too much, but that's really hard. This feels super weird to apply with this type of thing. I'm not gonna lie, like I totally... I think this leaves a lot of room for user error. Like, don't put too much foundation on your face, I guess. Because look at that. I like feel like I just put so much on there. Okay, here we go now. This is like a really weird thing to apply it with. Like I almost want to just switch and do it with something else because it feels so weird. This honestly I think feels like gimmicky to me. Like, I don't know. I don't like applying it with this. I don't feel like you can get like a very smooth coverage. Like what is it supposed to do? Like matte down your facial hair? I just feel like you can't get like, this is not very accurate like in putting your foundation in. I almost like want to just like rub it with my fingers, but then it just looks like it would be any other foundation. So I'm wondering like, is the gimmick this thing right here? I don't know. Okay, that is like one layer, and I feel like the foundation is like a medium buildable coverage. I don't know how, it's like, it's twofold. Like the foundation seems like it's a nice foundation. If you applied this without this, would I think that it was just like any other foundation? Would it do the same thing? Probably yes. So it's like, is this it? Like applying it with a silicone rub like thing to apply your foundation, and what does that do? Just like matte it down your skin? Is it like trickery? Is it like marketing trickery? I feel like it kind of is. But Like I said, the foundation coverage looks okay, but it wouldn't be anything that I would run out for, and this feels like really awkward and almost like a lot of extra effort. I don't know if this would be something I would necessarily reach for to be doing my foundation. You know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't look forward, not that I look forward to doing my foundation, but this just feels annoying to try and like put your foundation on. Let me try and do like a little bit more of a layer just to see how it kind of builds up, and try like spreading it out more, because I put like one glob on and then kind of did it like that. So let's just see how it like kind of like works when I do it in smaller patches. So it says, you know, to apply it like directly like your hair growth, which I'm just wondering, it has nothing to do with the particular foundation, but the foundation is like a cream formula. It seemed like it came in several different shades. It's 0.8 fluid ounces, which is smaller than like typically some of the drugstore foundations are at least a fluid ounce. So it's a little bit less than what comes in most foundations. In comparison to another Covergirl foundation, this is the Ready Set Gorgeous Fresh Complexion Oil-Free Foundation. I also bought this to try out. This is one fluid ounce and it's $5. So this is $5, this is $10, less product, but it comes with the applicator. But is the applicator the gimmick? That's what I'm concerned about. I feel like the applicator is a little bit gimmicky, and you know, is it worth paying $5 extra for this applicator that I'm not even quite sure that I love applying the foundation with? Probably not. Okay, so I like the way that this looks on my skin. I'm going to go ahead and set it with my Rimmel powder. It still is a little bit tacky. It hasn't like quite set yet. So I'm going to wear this all day, and then I will check in and let you guys know how it's wearing. So far, my initial thoughts are the concept was something that I was like, huh. A lot of the appeal was that it was something I had never heard of before, and it looked like a new product and a new idea that it came with the applicator. So that was initially what drew me in. I feared that it was a little bit of a marketing strategy, and it worked for me, obviously, but I probably have a little bit more of a curiosity due to the fact that I like to create videos over, you know, new and interesting products. So for other consumers, my thought process is, I wonder if that's the same thing for them too. They like to try out new things. This might appeal to them, like, oh, if someone has a lot of facial hair. I'm not quite sure what this is intended to do as far as like maybe like matting down your facial hair. If you have a lot, this is supposed to play a part because the foundation feels like it's just like any other foundation, like I said. Now for $10, essentially you're getting, you know, 0.84 fluid ounces versus the Ready Set Gorgeous foundation for $5 in some sense. So, and you're getting more product with this. For right now, it just might seem like every other foundation with the gimmick of how to apply it with this applicator. So I will let you guys know my final thoughts, but I'm gonna go apply the rest of my makeup, see how this wears a little bit, and then I'll check in towards the end of the day. Okay, so I am back with my full face of makeup. I've probably been wearing this foundation now for about 5 hours, and I have to say, at the end of 5 hours, I really do like the foundation. It did end up setting, you know how last time we spoke before I left to put the rest of my makeup on, I said it felt a little bit tacky on the skin. When I got back, it really set nicely up on my skin. I did put Rimmel Stay Matte powder all over it, and I used the Maybelline concealer under my eyes. I will leave all the rest of the products on my face listed down below if you're interested. I do have to say that I do like the way that this foundation wears on the skin. I like the way makeup looks on top of it, and I didn't use a primer in this video because when I'm testing out a new foundation, I typically try it without a primer. I want to see what it does, how its claims go. Now this didn't claim to be a long-lasting foundation, but it did claim to be a skin smoothing foundation, and sometimes there are primers that I do use that also are like pore filling. I didn't want those to work so well that I couldn't see how this foundation applied just on its own with the claims of being a skin smoothing foundation. So you see, I didn't use a primer in this video because of that. I wanted to see how this applied on its own. So as you saw in the demo, I didn't particularly love applying it with this tool. It was awkward. It was really kind of hard to blend it in. I found when I put the product on here, it was like too much product. I had to like dot it on the rest of my face and then I would have to blend it out. I think that that's how I would do it. In the future, can I see myself grabbing for this as a method of application? Probably not. Now, do I think that this foundation on its own is like a skin smoothing foundation? No, I think that this is the gimmick of this foundation combo. So for $10, I might be paying for the gimmick, but the foundation on its own, I think it's a pretty good foundation. Now, do I think that it like leaves my skin looking super smooth and flawless, like matting down fine hairs? I don't know, but it does seem to like minimize my pores. So when I look at my skin, I feel like it looks really good up close, and the foundation has worn really nicely on my skin. So I do like the way that the foundation wears, and I like the way it looks on the skin. It's like the main goal of that foundation was that applicator. It was the way to do it, applying it, you know, and so when I think about it, like apply it so that you're going with the grow, you know, the way that your hair grows. Maybe if you do that with all foundations, it'll kind of like matte down the hair, if you know what I'm saying. And all foundations can be hair minimizing foundations. So you know what I'm saying? But the question is, for $10, this doesn't even come with one full fluid ounce. Do I think over other foundations from the drugstore that I would reach for this? I'm not sure. It doesn't seem mind-blowing. This seems like it has a semi-matte finish, so more of a satin finish. It would probably work really well on dry and oily or combo skin. So it seems like it would work really well, probably a little bit better on oily skin. And it does have like medium buildable coverage. I wouldn't say it is a full coverage foundation, but I would say it is a like kind of medium, just under full coverage, and it did build up nicely. So I do have a little bit of peach fuzz on my face, and when I am looking at my face and I do not see like the peach fuzz on my face, I think it does a pretty good job of kind of minimizing that, but not any more than any other foundation. So overall, my thoughts and opinions are, for $10, I think you really are just paying for this product right here. And you might want to try possibly this foundation that's $5. I haven't tried it yet, but I've heard so many good things about it. So I think that they might be similar. Overall, I think it is a pretty decent foundation, but if I'm not going to be reaching for this, I just don't know if it's going to do the same thing. If anything. If you guys have seen this foundation, or if you've tried it yourself, let me know down below, or what are your thoughts? Sometimes I'm that type of person that I'll see someone's review and I'm like, you know what, that is just I'm too curious about that to not try it my own self. So if you're just like me, you gotta feel it, touch it, taste it, smell it to believe it, go ahead and try it out, because you may find that you like it. And like I said, the foundation itself is a really nice foundation. I'm just not sure that it necessarily, with the whole applicator, that's not just like something, a marketing strategy. So let me know your thoughts down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you found this review helpful, and I will see you all in the next video. Mwah. Hi everyone, welcome back. So today I have a first impression demo of this new foundation from Take two. Burp. Okay, hi everyone, welcome back. So today I have a that just like totally went blop right out of my hand. Okay, take three. Burp. Hi everyone, welcome back. So today I have what the heck is wrong with me? Hi everyone, welcome back. So today I have a foundation. What am I doing?